Yeah, it's me. I was at UPW London 2019 and it was awesome. This guy said that it's not really worth it to go to UPW, so my job today is to convince him to buy a ticket and attend one next year. Let's see if I can do it.
So you want to convince me that's worth it to go to see Tony Robbins? I say it's not, but let's play a game. 5 fire questions, 60 seconds each. The winner gets to break an egg on the loser's head.
Oh, I'm ready.
Alright, let's do it. On to the first question. I'm gonna make it easy for you because I am not sure. Maybe you have the chance, the shot of winning this.
I do.
You do not. Okay, the first question. Are you ready?
Bring it on, baby.
Okay. What did you learn from UPW London 2019?
Brilliant question. So, first of all, I managed to break procrastination. I did this through a process called success cycle, which says that first you have to put yourself in a happy state. You do this by whether shifting your focus to something that makes you happy or changing your physiology, like dancing. Once you are in a happy state, you feel more motivated to take action, and results always follow the action. Secondly, I learned about the Dickens process, which helped me to break my false beliefs. I broke 2 of them. The process is by first I identified the false belief, then I tried to bring as many positive arguments as possible why that is a false belief, and then I just created another replacement, a new belief, which is empowered. Thirdly, I managed to improve my health by learning how to maximize the energy in my body, improving the energy of my cells, and always being in a peak state.
Alright, so you did learn a few things, and interesting things I could say, that have the power of improving your life, but you might have won this round. I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh yeah!
But the next question, I think, is gonna disprove this happiness of yours. Could you have learned all these things from his books?
That's a good question.
It is.
Well, honestly, yeah, I read his book, Awaken the Giant Within, and he had kind of the same exercises as we had at UPW, but the difference was that I was reading the book alone, so I wasn't always solving those exercises. On the other hand, at UPW, there were 10,000 people, all focused on growth, solving the exercises simultaneously. And we were also sharing the results between each other, empowering each other, encouraging, so I think that experience is worth going to UPW. It's much better than reading a book alone at home.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Guys, come on. What was this? What was it? It sounded to me like you are lying to yourself, and at the same time you are trying to lie to me, my man. Though in that answer you just confirmed me that you can learn all these things from his books. The only difference is that you were too lazy to apply what you read, and he made you do that while you were there. But that's not a good answer.
Don't you like it?
I do not.
Oh.
You lost this one.
No worries, we still have 3 questions to go.
True. On to the next one. Do you think that you could have had a lot more fun at Coachella? Because you paid for that ticket about £1,000. That's a lot of money for 4 days. Coachella, it's a lot cheaper, a lot more fun, it seems like it at least, and it's longer, more than 4 days. Plus you have a lot more artists, not just Tony Robbins and a DJ and another dude. So, what do you think? Would you have had more fun at Coachella?
I know why you're asking this question. I sent you those videos when we were dancing.
Yeah?
Well, the reason why we were dancing is because we wanted to put ourselves in a happy state. Scientific papers wrote that if you are shaking your ass, basically your brain releases happiness hormones like dopamine. While on the other hand at Coachella you're shaking your ass, getting drunk, and the next day you're in the lowest state possible because you're hangover. Secondly, at UPW you have the chance to meet like-minded people because they all focus on personal development. And I love personal development, and I think you too, so it's just the best place to make friends. And thirdly, you go to UPW to basically transform yourself, improve your life. While on the other hand, you go to Coachella and get smashed. So which one will you choose?
Alright, those were some good points, especially the part with meeting like-minded people. This is basically what this channel is about, bringing like-minded people together so that maybe after they share their ideas, they can improve this world. So I'll give it to you.
Oh yeah!
From that point of view, it's definitely worth it. But it's still expensive as... So, the next question. Do you feel like there are massive repercussions to what Tony Robbins does, to his event, to UPV in general? Because I have read testimonies that say that people actually after the event just go and quit their jobs and they have nothing else to rely their lives upon, and they do that because of all the adrenaline rush and all the happiness hormones, as you said. Do you feel like Tony Robbins made a mistake by creating all these events for the average Jane and Joe?
That's a good point actually. I cannot say that Tony Robbins made a mistake with this, but I definitely can say that those people who quit their job right after UPV without having a backup plan, that's just not the right way to use this course.
True.
That's definitely not the right way.
Yeah.
On the other hand, those people who are planning for, let's say, the past 6 months or a year to quit their job and go on an entrepreneurial journey or a small family business, or those people who were thinking for a few years how to make peace with a family member, but they couldn't get themselves to do it. I think for those people UPV is really useful because it gives them that level of energy that alright, now is the time to go and do it. Not tomorrow, after tomorrow, now.
Okay. But do you think that the balance of people that quit their jobs and completely destroy their lives, and those that actually manage to take a step that should have taken a long time ago, do you think that balance goes towards those that take the right step or towards those that make a mistake?
Didn't did my research, but what I saw from the Facebook group, I think every third post is how I quit my job.
Okay. I'm winning this one. Okay, let's settle it. I'm winning
I'll
it.
give it to you.
Okay.
This was a good one.
Okay, Csongor. So, what is this? I've got 2 wins, you've got 2 wins, right? Okay. This is the final question. Let's make it more interesting. You can forget about the timer, and you, at the same time, can forget about a question. I'm not gonna give you any questions. I'm just gonna tell you to convince me. Go freestyle and do it.
Oh yeah, I like this.
Okay.
Alright, let me bring the cannons here. First, it was awesome to spend 4 days in the same room with a billionaire.
In the same stadium, you mean? 200 meters away from him.
Kind of, but in the same room. I was able to feel his energy.
Right.
So, it was really awesome.
Interesting.
Secondly, I heard a few stories that if you don't have a partner, some people find their life partner at UPV. So, what would you choose if you would be in the same position? Would you go to a club in the UK and look for a drunk girl, take her home, and maybe then she'll become your girlfriend? Or go to UPV and find a girl there who cares about herself, about her personal growth? Especially that, just thinking about you, you love personal growth, and I bet there are many other guys who love that. So I think this is a good selling point for UPV. Go to find a smart partner at UPV. If you want to find a drunk girl, go to the club.
Okay, I can see that. Go on.
Third one. When you leave the UPW event, you leave with a map.
A map.
A map.
Okay.
A map of your life and how to improve it next. For example, you learn about the pyramid of self-mastery. And you'll also explore all the areas of your life, whether it's career, relationship, personal growth. And you will assess at which level you are now and where do you want to go. And you will have a map on which you have to take action.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What if I already know what I want to be in 5 years, in 3 years, in 2 years, in 10 years? What then? I already have that map.
This is more detailed.
Okay.
This goes in the nitty-gritty stuff. So it's not about that you, let's say in 5 years you would like to live in Bali.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about how would you like your relationship life look like?
Mm-hmm.
How would you like your career to look like?
Okay. Go on.
And lastly, this is my surprise, I have a certificate that I bet you don't have, and probably I think like 1.5 million people have it only on this planet.
Okay.
We are 7 billion.
Okay.
I have the Firewalker certificate.
Don't tell me.
I rolled on hot coal, man.
You did that?
Yeah, I did. With the power of my mind. I didn't get burned,
Yeah.
nothing.
The power of your mind, I'm sure. I wasn't expecting this, but I'm glad you brought it up because there is science behind this. It's not about the mind. It's not about a superpower. It's about being chill, staying calm, relaxed, and his job is to do just that, to make you think that you can do it. And once you think you can do it, you can actually do it because you're not panicking about it. And if you're not panicking, that means that your feet are not sweaty. And when they are not sweaty, the coal does not stick to your feet in order to burn you. So because you are not sweaty, you can walk on fire, as you said. But it's nothing impressive. This has been done for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
I know that, but if you're not sweaty, from where does sweat start? It starts with a fear thought
Yeah,
in your mind.
it does.
So if you control your mind first, then you'll be able to walk on fire.
Could you have done this without his help? If you were to start meditating about this point right here.
Well, we were meditating for this.
Yeah, exactly. So you see, you could have done that alone. There's nothing fancy about that. Tony Robbins, he didn't do anything impressive to convince you to walk on coals.
I challenge you to walk on hot coals.
Okay.
Without going to the UPW
Okay,
event.
okay. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. You prepare those hot coals. You prepare the fire, and I'll walk on it. What do you say about
That's
that?
a deal.
Okay. Nice one. Now,
So, I think I won. What do you think?
I think you did not. My friend, this is it.
What?
Are you prepared for it?
Why? Don't you want to go to UPW?
I do not. You did not convince me.
Oh my god.
I could have done all those things on my own and lots of other people. Plus, it's 1,000 pounds. It's 1,000 pounds.
Oh my god.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You learn to walk on fire, but can you take a neck on your
I
head?
can.
You sure about this?
Yeah.
You sure? You sure? Congrats, you did
It's
it.
a nice one. Alright, so now it's your turn to find out. Do you want to go to UPW London or not?
Were you convinced by Csongor? Because I wasn't. Were you guys convinced by him?